the crypts creak and the tombstones quake.
Spooks come out for a swinging wake.
Happy haunts materialize
And begin to vocalize.
Grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
Let's see now. Cut very slowly using the exact... Oh! There you are. I am your ghost host, and welcome to the 18th episode of the Haunted Mansion Show. I apologize for the late arrival of this episode. Father's Day has come to this magic kingdom, and I figured I would share some fun a father and son can have together, with my personal twists, of course. I'm well aware that this is prematurely broadcasted on Father's Day, but to any father, every day is Father's Day. This episode will also feature some of the most talented guests Gracey Manor ever had. With that said, let's begin. Cut slot. Now if you're like me, a personal favorite of pastimes is crafting. Thanks to a wonderful mortal named Creaky, the only materials you need are paper, glue, an electrical device called a printer, and a sharp knife. You see, Mr. Kine has an extraordinary ability to reconstruct our beloved mansions entirely out of paper, including our New Orleans home, our summer home, our crypts, tombstones, even our entry gates. But you must construct these with great care. Like I said, a knife is involved, a very sharp one, and great care must be made. Otherwise, anything could go wrong. Now, let's see. Excuse me just a minute. This shouldn't be so hard. Well, it took what felt like an eternity, but it's finally finished. Rather smaller than what I expected, but oh well. You can find these paranormal paper models for free at his website, haunteddimensions.raykind.com. Now, if using a sharp tool does not work for you, then how about reading a good book instead? There are several priceless first editions out there in the world of literature, and our ghostly library is no exception. Several titles can be appropriate for your reading pleasure. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, A Christmas Carol, The Devil and Daniel Webster, Bloody Mary, the works. I have a very special recommendation that will be a special read for you. It is called The Haunted Mansion, From the Magic Kingdom to the Movies, written by Disney Imagineer and Mansion fan Jason Sorrell. This book is the quintessential encyclopedia of our beloved manor house, with page upon page upon page of facts, history, and even a tour of our happily haunted home. Oh, and there's some information on the Eddie Murphy motion picture in there as well, but it only takes up about a third of the book. If you think you know all that there is to know, I recommend the book anyway, for after all, books change each time you read them. Now, of course, a nice motion picture can be an enjoyable time as well. Just let me fire up the old projector. Come on now. I apologize. This machine isn't what it used to be. Just give me a second. Oh, come on now. Work, you blasted machine! Please. Oh, that seems to work well. Several short films had been produced with our mansion as source material, and from our personal blessings, of course. Two of these in particular have probably caught your eyes. They are aptly titled Missing at the Mansion and Followed from the Mansion. Both are produced by a duo known as the Dawes Brothers, and they both capture two strange happenings that occurred here some time ago. One involves one of our favorite residents, Phineas, catching a ride back to a boy's home. It also seems that he brought back some other supernatural friends as well. Another involves three souls who pay us a visit and brave the antics of a ghost of a boy named Joshua, only to end up stumbling into an old friend. What will happen to the young boy's world as it's being turned upside down? Will the trio escape the manor house and all of its horrors? Go here to find out, if you dare. Lastly, it is true that one feature-length film has been produced, and there will be another one in the making, at least from Hollywood. For the time being, however, a third production is currently being made. The difference? It's by a fan. Mike Brillhart has been a fan of ours for quite some time. He always returns here with an evil grin on his face, and as a result, he is concocting an independently made motion picture titled A Night at the Haunted Mansion, based off of the record and tape in which we had our very first visitors, Mike and Karen. It is unknown when exactly the film is finished, but you can keep yourself up to date with Mr. Brillhart's progress by visiting his blog, whatever that is. Blasted projector always malfunctioning. Well, in the interim, how about we take a look at some music? I borrowed this from Hattie. I hope he doesn't mind. Now let's see. Oh, here we are. Of course, it depends on the music a father and child can share with each other. Which style do you like? Do you prefer classical? How about some jazz? Instant classics, perhaps?
He did the Monster Man.
Or perhaps even our own song, Grim Grinning Ghosts, redone constantly by famous and infamous bands, such as the Swing Tips, Windows to Sky, an a cappella group known as Voice Play. I like this one. And a group of men misleadingly named the Bare Naked Ladies. This version is nice, but Just to think that a band named Bare Naked Ladies composed of men is what mortals are listening to nowadays. Or maybe you don't want music. Perhaps you just want to be filled in on lively happenings in the world of the dead, as oxymoronic as that sounds. I do have a suggestion for that as well.
This podcast is haunted.
That's right. Even though my skull is not aware what a podcast is, the Doombuggy Spook Show is a brilliant one. What makes it so special, you ask? Its ghost host is none other than Jeff Bayhem, creator of the popular Haunted Mansion website, doombuggies.com. If you like watching the Haunted Mansion show, trust me when I say that you'll just die for the Doombuggy Spook Show. Oh, that's nice. Well, I suppose it does not matter how exactly you're spending your precious bonding time. What does matter is that you're spending all of those loving memories with your child or parental guardian who will love each other today and always, all of that stuff. With that said, we hope you enjoy your hauntingly happy Father's Day. And speaking of settling down while listening to music, I think I'll do just that. Who dares enter?
Daddy! Those horrible mortals keep making faces at me!
Joshua, my boy! Did you give them what for, like I told you?
Yes, sir! I sure scared the pants off of them!
That's my boy! Come here closer, and I'll tell you another human story. I know you love those.
Oh gosh, Daddy, you know I do. I love you, Dad.
Why, thank you, son. I love you too. Now let's see.
Okay.
There was this one time when a rude guest came in. So Edgar, Madame